Hey YouTube, okay, this video is for the semi-freeformers and freeformers that don't always like the frizzies. If you want the best of both worlds, not retwisting your hair, but want your edges real fleeky, then just keep watching. But the products that I use are this Icy Fantasia Gel. Everybody complains about Hicks, and I don't like it either, but the way that it lays down your edges is so pretty. So I use two. I use this and Miguel Organics Edge Gel. This is just the new product that I'm using. Whatever works for you, use that. This is just the gels that I'm going to use in my hair. And the reason why I have so many is because my baby hairs, like the finer textures and the thicker, coarser, nappier textures are different. Like, for example, if this is like 3A and this is like 4B or something like that, then you're going to have to use gels accordingly. Not have to, but that's just what works for me. So like for this, like your roots, this is what you actually retwist with. And so like I'll slick this down on my roots, and then for my edges, baby hairs, I'll use this. So you use those gels. Of course you'll need a silk wrap. Afterwards, this is key. And then of course you'll need this or whatever brush you want to use. So I spray my hair a little bit just to get my hair like a little bit damp, not like towel dried damp, but just like a little bit moisturized, if you will, because you don't want it too wet, because you know natural hair, when you get it wet, it gets frizzy. So after I get it like a little bit wet, I'll use this, and I like the Icy Fantasia Gel because it doesn't flake, and this is just for my hair. It doesn't flake, it doesn't build up, it doesn't have white stuff. I guess that's flaking. So you see this, the frizzies. Okay, this is just an example. Like you'll get, okay, you see the frizzies, and then what I do is like I'll get the frizzies, and I'm not retwisting. This is retwisting. I'm not doing it. I'll get the frizzies and I'll just like wrap them around. Let me see, that was almost a baby dragon. I'll just wrap them around the roots. You see this is still not twisted, but the loose hair is going to be wrapped around because that's how you make it neat, because you're wrapping the frizzies around. And then sometimes if you want to, I do this sometimes, but I just like brush it. I mean, you gotta brush the frizzies down. You're not gonna do that for every dread because I surely don't. I'm just giving you options here. But like for the ones in the front, like for real, I will just, I don't even have my daggone brush, God, dag on it. But I'll have like my brush, and I'll just brush like a regular, like big brush, and I'll just brush the whole thing. I'm just using a toothbrush as example, but you see how it's laying down now? You don't see no frizzies? Because that's what the gel will do. Like, it's the same concept as like a loose hair natural. Like you'll put gel in your hair and you'll brush your hair down so the frizzies won't fall. It's the same concept. But for the super loose haired ones on the top, you'll twist it around the base. Like, this is a poor example. You can't even see. Okay, you see the frizzies? You'll just wrap it around. Wrap it around. But the important part are the edges, because I could do this all day. Like, honestly, you could do it last, but I'm going out, so I just want them like extra like laid. And I don't have my brush, so I'm kind of mad I don't have all my materials. I'm gonna use this toothbrush like it's a regular brush, because you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. This is such a poor example. But anyways, okay, you see, it's kind of like, it's not that much frizz. The frizz you see is from my roots, which we're gonna handle right now. All right, so and sometimes I will put the regular gel on my roots. I mean, not, yeah, on my roots, but not the baby hairs. Like, this is the baby hairs, but like on the roots here, because you want it to look like, I'll say perm, but like that fine, just for reference. And if you want to be all politically correct, then don't be a butthole, because you know what I mean. All right, so for your edges, you're just gonna brush them towards you. This is terrible. And like, for real, I'll mix. I'm not even gonna use Hicks. I have so many edge control. I'm gonna use this. But I do use Hicks, but I'm gonna use this today just because I feel like a random impulse came over me. So what you're gonna do is, ooh, you see this? All right, you just slick this on like you got loose hair. You just slick this on like ain't no tomorrow. It's like, nah, act like it's tomorrow because you don't want to put too much on there. Then this is when I use the Mael. Girl, I might as well be a promoter for them. You might as well just go buy this, because when I say, don't this look like it's perm? But it's not gonna look like two different like this, and then my hair like all raggedy looking. So you just brush it how into your edges how you want to, girl. And sometimes I do like, you know what this is. And so when you brush that baby hair into there like that, you're gonna have a frizzy like this. And what you do, like leftover hair, the frizzy that you slick down, girl, what do you do? Let me tell you, you wrap it around. Yes, you do. No retwisting. You just making the frizzies look neat. It's a cheat sheet. Wrap the frizzies around. Use your little icy gel, clear gel, retwist gel. Whatever doesn't cause buildup or flakes in your hair, use that. Girl, you retwist that. Not retwist it, I'm sorry. Just wrap it around. And then you just brush that baby hair down. And then you do the same. Well, I always retwist this one because this was like a baby hair that I made into a dread. So this isn't a real dread, so don't do it. All right, just for sakes. So, girl, these down here. Okay, and then we're gonna do this side. Gonna spray a little water. Let's get that thing damp. And then, know, like I said, I know it looks white right now, but just relax, bear with me. And you just wrap that frizzy around town. Wrap it around town. Okay. And you see that? It's not retwisted. Okay. I need to get out the big brush. And like I said before, it looks like ugly, like it's not going to be pretty now. But this is where your silk scarf comes in to save your life. Like, this is just the reaction of the gel and water in your hair. But something about that silk really does the job. So just have a little faith, you know. If you want to fast forward to the end of the video, by all means, if you don't trust me, they do that. Yeah, but you just see the glisten from the light. But okay, and now we're gonna do this front part. And so, okay, my edges and these frizzies are two different hairs. So what I do once again is get your regular gel and wrap the frizzies around. Yes, girl, you wrap these frizzies. You make these. Just wrap it around. You wrapping that frizzy. Don't let it control you. Alright. And then I'll wrap this frizzy. And I'm not retwisting my hair at all. Like, you can still see my roots. Not retwisted. Like, you're just literally wrapping the frizzy around. Okay. And then for this one, like, you see that? Okay, I'm just wrapping this frizzy around. And if you want the extra ones to look neat, do like the loose hair, and this is where the toothbrush comes in. Do like the loose hair, like the frizzy that doesn't wrap all the way in. You can just smooth it down. You're just brushing your hair. That's all you're doing. Just brushing it. Like, brush it actually into, like, the way that your frizzy is going. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. Like, I pray to God y'all get what I'm saying. Because I want your edges to be fleeky. Okay. Put on the gel. Down the shaft. Okay, and just for other effects, like, I'm about to just fix these other frizzies. Sometimes I just like let it blend in with the lock just like that. But you might see like these frizzies right here that are just like out in your lock. Girl, just wrap them around too. Don't even trip. Wrap them around the lock. Because that's silk scarf, baby. Alright, so back to this important part. Girl, you just gonna Lay these joints down like I taught you. And then, with your handy dandy toothbrush, I like to brush mine down. And then, I like the ghetto girl swoop. Like you do. Like you brush it out and then in. This one doesn't want to comply. This looks terrible. But I might as well finish and then just show y'all the after effects. Swoop, like a swoop. And then you brush it down and then like a swoop-de-doop, swoop-boop. And then you brush this down. And you swoop that wherever you want to, for wherever your hairline accepts it. And then the ones that you swoop, I'm sure they stick up a little bit. So you just wrap those around. You're just laying your baby hairs, like sticking them down, and then you wrap it around your lock. Like that's essentially what it is. And it is a bit time consuming, but what would be more time consuming? Retwisting your whole head? Oh, okay. Alright, this is, my hair is like a different texture, but it's gonna look like that somewhat. Okay. Alright, now this is where the magic happens. And I will be back after my shower to show the results. And also what I do to make your baby hair stay, like I'll wrap this up and just put a blow dryer on the outside for like a minute or until your head gets hot. Just one of the last. So I'm gonna go do that. And then I'll show you what it looks like, how pretty it looks. This is